to know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. There's very clear
high
images,
res,
high resolution.
How many visuals, graphics, videos, photos?
I mean, I've been told hundreds, maybe thousands.
All right, guys, so we got a lot to talk about. So we all know Congress had a hearing talking about aliens and how the parts of the branches of the government have been keeping this from elected officials. The Pentagon has been hiding a lot of stuff from officials and not telling them about aliens. So there's a couple things, like things are starting to add up now. And people wonder why we know more about space. We know more about space than we do our own ocean. So you mean tell me we know more about something that's not on the planet than something that's on this planet in the water? Why did NASA stop researching the ocean over 70 years ago? Why? Well, this is where it gets good, guys. NASA stopped researching because they found out that alien life forms have been in the oceans before humans have existed on this planet. So there's been intelligent life form way before we've been on this planet. They've been living in the waters for years. Our government has recovered bodies in the ocean. Oh my God, this car. They've recovered bodies in the ocean back in the 50s. So we've been recovering alien bodies since the 1950s. We have extraterrestrial bodies. They've been living in the oceans well before us, well before we existed. That's why a lot of times you see in videos UAPs and UFOs going into the water. It makes you wonder what's down there. That's why NASA stopped going down there, and I explain this all the time. Don't you guys wonder why the military does all these drills out there in the ocean? I said this before and I said this again. I said this a long time ago that there were aliens in the water. If you ever watched my first channel before it got banned, I spoke about aliens being in the water. They live there. They have been there for a very long time. That's why you see a lot of UFOs going into the water. We cannot survive at the depths of the ocean that they're at. There are structures that they live in down there in the ocean. And some people believe that aliens can disguise themselves as sea creatures that we may think are regular sea creatures that are at the bottom of the ocean. These may actually be intelligent life forms that are just disguising themselves as something that they're really not. Oh, that noise is killing me right now. I just don't understand why it took this government this long to actually tell the people this. A lot of people already knew this, like myself. I knew that there was intelligent life forms in the water. The fear is that these intelligent life forms are more intelligent than we are. We are not the only intelligent species on this planet. Now, that is the species of intelligence that are in the ocean. We're not even talking about the ones that are not in the ocean. That's the biggest focus of what's right here on this planet. So they're not really aliens to this planet. They've been here long before we have. But whatever happened, some kind of shift that they live in the water, or maybe they've always lived in the water. But the fact that they're able to build these crafts that are so much more advanced than our own craft tells you a lot. A lot. I'm starting to wonder, will the government expose what these beings look like? Because they have recovered bodies, they just don't want to talk about it, guys. I'm going to do a more in-depth video on this, man. It's a lot to talk about. I'm going to leave you guys with this, man. Pay attention. They have been around. Our government knows they've been around. Nothing's going to change the fact that they live here on this earth with us. But when you're out in the oceans, be careful. Why do you think a lot of stuff disappears out there in the ocean and we can't find it? Why? Because intelligent life forms are doing the same thing we're doing. They're researching us just as military is out there in the waters for a reason, nuking the water. Come on, man. If you think about the places they got nuked in the ocean, think about it. Those are the areas that they believe these aliens are at. They have structures down there. These intelligent life forms know we can't reach those depths yet. We'll have to see how things play out, man. We will. So, guys, pay attention, stay woke. But this is getting real juicy. Check it out.
Possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries. I believe we are in the midst of a multi-decade secretive arms race, one funded by misallocated taxpayer dollars and hidden from our elected representatives and oversight bodies.
Any part of the federal government is knowingly concealing evidence about UAPs from the public.
Yes, sir.
100%.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. I also want to just go down the line. I know many of you have already said this, but just for the record again, just briefly, what do you believe UAPs could be or are?
Strong evidence that they are non-human, higher intelligence.
I echo my colleague's comment, sir.
Genuinely do not know.
Don't know, but we must find out.